Hey everyone, it's Teresa and I am back with another great video for you today. I absolutely love how everything turned out and it's part of a really special collab, so make sure you keep watching. So we're starting off with this wood board. I cannot honestly remember where I got it from, but I went ahead and gave it a full coat of the folk art wood tint in gray and went over it with my Cottagecore surface wax. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I messed up the first time around on this, but that's all right. I'm gonna do it again. And I'm using my very technical tool there, my TV remote, to hold my ruler in place so while I lined it all up. But this transfer is gotta be one of my favorites. I knew the moment I saw it that I had to have it. And today it is going to be part of this video because it's all about breast cancer awareness and just, I don't know, I kind of took it as like, you know what, I'm going to make this video very feminine, very girly, you know, all about that just because I think it's so fun and it's so wonderful just to celebrate life and everything with everyone. And as you can tell, I am filling in my transfer. On the green parts, we are doing the color eucalyptus, and then we have bright white. And here in a minute, when I get into that purpley pink color, that is called berry. All of these are Cottagecore products. I'm going to try to speak correctly today. And they are all available on my Cottagecore site if you are interested in any of them. I'm going to have everything for this specific project all lumped up together. It's in a nifty little shopping cart link for you. You can go in, add to it, delete from it if you need to, whatever you need, you can do it to that little link. I'm going to just kind of go in though and fill in all of those areas. I use like a combination of tools. Now, what I'm doing is I am peeling back the transfer, and what that is because this took me a little bit of time filling in all these different colors, and it gives it a chance not to over dry. So here it is with the transfer all finished. I mean, I just love it. I can't get over it. I love it. And I'm taking these little brass corner pieces. I got them from Hobby Lobby. They go on sale anytime they have like their Paper Studio brand on sale. And I'm just adding a little dabs of the wood glue. I just did it with a paintbrush because I didn't want for it to get everywhere. I tried hot glue, that didn't work. I tried using like a E6000 kind of thing and it got all over the place. So this was kind of like the best option, and I tried quite a few. So it does dry and it does stay, just so you know. I don't know if I'd use it for something that's going to hold something up, but just for putting it on a surface, it works just fine. And once I've gotten that all cleaned up, here is how it all turned out with my little project pieces that I needed from Cottagecore. Now, the next one's a quick one. I've got one of these little wood houses. I got it from plaidonline.com. They were sweet enough to send it to me. I do a coating of the same wood tint, and I got this little card actually from someone that I purchased some IOD transfers from, and I thought it was super sweet, kind of going in like that same feeling of things for this video. And I'm just going to pop on one of the natural Sola wood flowers. That's going to be linked for you down below too. And here's how it turned out. Like I said, super fast, easy, very, very nice. So like I said, this is a really special video because it is part of the Shine and Pink collab. It is hosted every year by Crafty Leanie, and this year she's got a couple of co-hosts. She's got Ant and Sandy. Their channels are all going to be listed for you down below. It's all about, you know, breast cancer awareness, and it's to honor all of the people who have, you know, who have had breast cancer or fighting through it, or people who inspire you. And it's just absolutely wonderful. Definitely check out the channels down below as well as the playlist. So another part of this challenge is to talk about someone who has inspired you, and to be really honest, I could go on and on about different people in my, you know, personal life, but I wanted to spotlight a few wonderful women here on YouTube that I talk to almost daily. And I mean, it's not even just YouTube stuff, it's about life stuff, just everything you can think of. Got Annie from Indie Annie Jones, Jamie from What's Jamie Makin, Sammy from Unicorn Dust Designs, Devin from Freckled Mom, and Jamie from Simple Roots Simple Living. They are all such wonderful, wonderful friends, and I would love for you to go check them out if you haven't already. They're just absolutely wonderful, and I cannot imagine being on this YouTube journey without them. And now we're going to go ahead and get back into the crafts before I start crying. All right, so next we are starting with one of these little jars from the Dollar Tree, and I am of course going to take off the tag on the bottom, but I'm going to take off this little metal part. It's really cute, but it's not going to work for me today. And I did that pretty easily. I was kind of surprised. I do a full 2 coats of the Waverly chalk paint in plaster, and now I've got this IOD stamp. It's meant for more of a like doorknob, or not a doorknob, but like a knob. And I just basically put it into the ink and press it right on to that container. And you can't see it too well, but it came out pretty nice. It's a little on the wet side, we'll say that. I probably had too much ink, we'll say that much. I am going to try it again though, not on this video, but in the future. And then of course, no video would be complete without some kind of wax. I have a subscriber, she's so funny. Every time she comments, she says, wax it out. And I'm like, yes, I love it. And I am just going over it with my antique wax from Folk Art just to give it some distressing. And I purposely made sure I didn't paint super, super smooth because I want to get some of those like lines of paint. You know what I mean? Like if you do it on purpose, it's okay, right? That's what I'm telling myself at least. Once we're done with that, I'm going to just take some Dollar Tree ribbon and I'm just going to wrap it around. Now, I decided against doing a bow because I am going to add some Sola Flowers for a little bit of detail. And once I'm ready to do that, just a little dab of hot glue and then a little bit more on the edge. We're just trying not to overlap too much. Obviously, it doesn't make too much difference if you overlap, but I wanted it off to the side because that's where I was going to put my flower. And I was playing around with the idea if I wanted more than one, or just 1, 3, 12, no, not really 12. And I tried to do a second one and it decided not to stay. So I was like, you know what? One looks good. Why not? So, yeah, I think maybe do I try again? Nope, I don't. Okay. I kind of say like, yes, we're good. But then it still needed something. So I went ahead and added just a little leaf, just a little piece of some leaf detail there. Just like I said, it needed something. And I made a little stand to go with it and it is perfect. Now, I wanted to let you know I've got something fun coming up. It is going to be over on Jamie's channel from What's Jamie Making. Make sure you go subscribe over there and check it out. Keep watching though, guys. There's some special stuff coming up. I also wanted to let you know I've got this sheet of Catch, is I believe what they call it, Catch. It's from Try Catch. They have an Instagram account. They were sweet enough to send it to me, and I just want to let you know it's kind of awesome. You just stick it down to your table and you cut off what you need and away you go. You craft. It's perfect because it catches anything that's like wet, and it comes off really nicely too, I have to say. So now we are going to use one of the new Dollar Tree calendars. Now that I've given you all of those commercial breaks, I hope that you're still here, because if you are, I am going to be gifting a whole set of these calendars to one lucky winner. One set of the calendars. Make sure you comment below with your favorite project from today, and I'll pick out a winner. And make sure you're just watching the next couple of videos. I'll be announcing it probably by, I want to say, the first video in September. We'll say that. I don't know which one it is off of the top of my head, but that's what it's going to be. I'm going to do a full coat of Mod Podge down on this board. I actually already painted it. I don't think I showed you that. I painted it in the Waverly chalk paint and ink, because if you do the black on it, it makes it like camouflage the lettering that are on there. And I had read somewhere that if you wet your paper, it doesn't give you the wrinkles. Well, I don't know if it would have done it eventually, like been okay, but at least in my experience, it definitely didn't work out real well for me. I got more wrinkles, but that's okay. The background on this calendar sheet is like a faux wood, so I was just okay with it, because I'm like, well, it's wrinkly like wood. We're just gonna go with it. I apparently spend forever smoothing it down. And then I'm going to do a coat of Mod Podge on the top. And what I will do after that, I'm going to let it completely dry before you start trimming around the edges. That is a very important part because otherwise you will tear it to pieces. Once we have done that and it's dry, see, I'm going to just take my sanding block and I am just going to go all around and sand kind of like in a downward-ish motion. Now, I painted the edges. The sign was white beforehand, and it kind of worked out perfectly. Happy little accident, as they say, because it is distressing the sides as well, peeling off some of that paint. Now, because I decided I'm not done yet, I mixed some of my mineral chalk paint, well, my Waverly chalk paint in mineral, along with a little bit of the clear wax to get kind of like a grayish tone wax, because what have to we do? We have to wax it out. And we're just going to do a quick little coating of that over everything to give it kind of a little more worn look, a little more woodish tones. I was going with a gray tone stuff today, so it just kind of seemed like it fit. Make sure, though, if you're interested in getting a chance at getting some of those Dollar Tree calendars, that you leave the comment below your favorite project or whatever you want to comment. Here's the end product, though. I love it. Turned out great. Thank you, everyone, for coming and checking out today's video. I had so much fun with these projects. Don't forget to check out all of my links below, my Cottagecore, my friends, the collab, everybody. So make sure you check out all the links. Go check the playlist, and I will see you next time.